And we are still live from London.
Live in the UK.
Feel like we've moved here by this point.
We might as well move here, right?
This is our new studio, apparently.
This is, man.
I think they're sick of us.
Podcast studio. Shout out to our guy, Kai, man, for welcoming us while we're here.
How you feeling?
I'm good, man. Real good, man. Feel good. The weather's been good. Sunny outside. You know what I mean? Like, feeling good.
You've been moving and shaking a bit.
Not really. I mean, just walking around a little bit. Different stores.
Getting your steps in.
Restaurants, you know.
Lot of vegan restaurants.
Yeah, the options are beautiful, man. I can't complain at all. My homeboy hit me last night. He was like, yo, what you eating? I was like, yo, bro, there's vegan options everywhere in London. Like, I'm eating good right now.
You was with Gigs at the Burberry show last night, going crazy.
I wish. No, I didn't go out. I went to came back to the room. Well, I ate before I got back to the room, and then that was it. I was in the room for the rest of the night, trying to catch up on sleep, man. Like it's
tough.
That time. This time difference is like
5 hours is no joke.
I thought I had it figured out at the first 2 nights, and I'm just like, nah. Around 8, 9 o'clock, it's like, yo, I'm tired.
I've been on one night, then off the next.
Yeah.
I just keep skipping.
Mm-hmm.
Like first night, got a bunch of sleep. Next night, didn't sleep at all. Night before that, got like 14 hours. Last night, I got like 3 hours of sleep.
Yeah, there's no catching up on sleep.
So, you know, we're here.
It is what it is, man. We here.
I got you to festival a little bit while you were out here.
Oh my God.
It takes a different time zone and a different country
to
get
that.
You to festival.
We festivaled in America before.
Yeah, but we were getting paid.
Yeah. That's the difference. Yeah.
You've never festivaled with me for free.
Yeah, if it's a bag attached
for free.
Yeah, my bad. You're right about that. If it's a bag attached to it, I'm there.
We weren't at Made in America for the love.
Nah, yeah, it wasn't the sport.
We weren't at Roots for the love.
Nah, you're right. You're right about that. But yeah, no, we went to the Jazz Cafe Festival.
Which was great.
At Burgess Park the other day, man. Shout out to everybody that touched stage. Earl Sweatshirt, Rhapsody, Alchemist, Rock, Marciano. It was a dope setup, man. Dope lineup.
Mike, who I fuck with, I think he's a Brooklyn rapper. I've always thought he's from Brooklyn.
Mm-hmm.
Mike that fucks with Earl.
Yeah.
He came out too. I really fuck with Mike.
Mm-hmm. Shout out to Knowledge the Pirate that came out with Rock, man. If you're not in tune with Knowledge the Pirate, man, if you were, one of them hip hop heads that just appreciate bars and, that real hip hop feel, tap in with Knowledge the Pirate, man. He stole the show. I'm not gonna lie. I only wanted to go because I didn't see never saw Rap live, Rhapsody, and I never saw Rock live either. Okay. So I was like, when we heard about the festival, I was like, damn, I definitely want to see that.
So I know I'm a hip hop nerd. I think I've seen both of them like 10 times.
Yeah, I never seen them live. And then when Rock came out, obviously I was in tune with Knowledge the Pirate already, but to see him, what he did on that stage live.
I had never seen
incredible.
Knowledge live before. Obviously familiar because he's on so many rock projects, but it just showed the difference. I don't even want to do like ageism here, but when you see somebody that's like of the cloth and been around for a while, the performance is different.
Mm-hmm.
Just the way he
no vocals on the track. Yeah.
Like it's just different when those type of rappers show up. Like Knowledge is nice, don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
But seeing him perform gave me a whole new respect.
Yeah, he did his thing. Rock did his thing too. That his set was incredible. But yeah, the festival was dope, man. We had a good time. The weather held up. It started drizzling a little bit, and toward the the end of the show, and that's when we got out of there. But it was a dope event. It was good to get out in London and experience a festival out here.
I was a little nervous in the beginning because we were to the side, and we've made jokes about me in festivals as far as getting on my Karen, do you know who the fuck my father is?
Yeah, you didn't have no laminates.
Type shit.
You're a lamb.
Like I can't put no sticker on my shirt. Like
yeah, if you ain't got no laminates, you upset.
I'm not a civilian when it comes to festivals.
Yeah.
The only time
they was treating us like we ain't, saying we didn't make our bones out here already.
You know how long I've been festivaling?
Yeah. We
I don't even do this with y'all.
Yeah.
Literally, I should be able to park backstage.
That's a fact. Yeah.
I don't even have a car.
Right.
But just put a spot there for me.
Yeah.
Even if I don't have a car.
Yeah.
So we get there, I'm like, I'm cool on the side over here.
Yeah.
But I get nervous sometimes with you of how long, because we're similar but different in the sense that if we're in an environment we don't particularly care to be in, we'll leave pretty fucking quickly.
Yeah.
But we came as a crew.
Yeah.
So I just, had that nervous, like, damn, I hope Maul's doing
together,
okay.
we die together, man. That's how we do it. I wasn't going to leave without you.
Then I looked over and I saw you light probably the biggest blunt I've ever seen you smoke. And I was like, oh, okay. Maul's here for the long haul.
Once I'm outside and we got an area and I could see the stage and I could hear the music.
Yeah.
And I can smoke. I could stay here. I could stay in here all night. I was no problem after that. It was, But it was cool to kind of like, just be in the mix of the people too at the same time. A lot of people came up, kicked it with us. It was real cool.
Which we didn't talk about after the show. I meant to tell you in the Uber back. So when Rock's people asked us to come on stage in the middle of his set, when they were like, yo, come to side stage, just enjoying the show.
Yeah.
And when they were like, yo, come on stage, everything in me wanted to be like, bro, I'm not the on stage swag that y'all want. I'm not going to make Rock look cool.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know what to do.
Yeah.
Because it wasn't like one of those rap stages where there's like 50 guys on stage.
Yeah, yeah.
It was like 3 guys.
Yeah.
Like, yo, y'all come up.
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm not going to help with the aesthetic. Yeah. I'm going to look.
I might actually ruin this.
I'm going to look uncomfortable behind Rock, just bopping my head. Like,
yeah.
I'll put my hand up.
Yeah. Yeah.
But it's going to look weird.
Yeah. That white arm in the air.
So the whole time I'm sitting there knowing no one's looking at us, but feeling like everyone is staring at me, probably thinking this is the most awkward human being ever, and why is he on stage?
Yeah. No, but
that's how I felt.
But then once you looked out in the crowd, you were home.
That is true.
Yeah, it was a lot of Rorys in the crowd. That's a fact.
I wish, because I do have that rule of like, I don't like to post strangers because I think that's fucked up.
Mm-hmm.
I'll do it on my close friends.
Yeah.
I took a video of young me in the front row, full head of red hair.
I got a video too of him. Yeah.
And the young Sean Dickerson was right next to him.
Yeah.
Just rapping everywhere.
That was like a parallel universe right there.
100%.
We were looking at a parallel universe of you and Sean.
And I saw that young kid rapping every word to Rock Marciano. I was like, oh, this was
fire.
This was me in 2002 at a Jizza show.
Yeah.
Like,
absolutely.
There is hope for the youth.
Absolutely, man. It's all a cycle. All of it is just on repeat, man. It was dope to see a lot of the young white faces of hip hop in the audience.
And that kid looks so young and innocent. And I was like, oh, he has so much life ahead of him. I hope he doesn't get corrupted. And then maybe 5 to 10 minutes later, I saw him light up what looked like a Newport 100. And I said, never mind, he's gone.
It's no hope. But that kid is funny
Fresh
because
face, I was like, oh, he's so nice. Then never mind, you're a dirtbag just like I was.
But it's funny because that kid may turn out to be one of like the dope cool A&R executives, like
never know,
managers. Like he might be that because he knew the words, he knew all the ad libs, he was really there for the show. It's just good to see like younger like kids and younger people at hip hop show, like real hip hop shows.
Yeah.
Like if you had a Rhapsody, you front stage to see Rhapsody and Alchemist and Rock Marciano. Like if you front stage for that and you know the words, you're a hip hop head.
I was happy that you finally got to witness someone calling me Maul.
That was hilarious.
And then doubled down. I was like, this Maul too.
No,
and
but
he was like, yeah, nah, no. I'm a huge fan. Like, you realize I just said we're both Maul, right?
Yeah, and then you was like, no, my name is Jamal. Like, nice to meet you. I was like, I'm looking at the dude like, you think his name is Jamal? Like, honestly. Like,
but he doubled down. Like, of course I know that. I'm a huge fan.
Come on. It's me. Of course I know who y'all are. I support y'all.
Not that I needed a reminder, but it's always fun to get a reminder that Alchemist might be top 3 greatest producers that's ever lived.
Man. Yeah, I don't think it's even a debate at this point.
And I mean, he was a DJ first, so I love that producers are getting like festival sets, but some of those producers aren't like DJs to their core.
Mm-hmm.
So they just play their hits.
Mm-hmm.
Alchemist, we know, started as a DJ first.
Yeah.
So how he puts his records together is way better than I think most producer DJs.
Mm-hmm.
He like, what didn't he produce?
Bro, he went through his set.
I thought I knew his whole catalog. I was like, yo, he did this record too.
One of the joints, the Jadakiss joints he played, I forgot he did
Still
that.
Feel Me.
I forgot he did that. I forgot he did one of the Locks joints he played. And it was another one when I was like, yo, Al did that?
Mm-hmm.
Like his catalog might be crazier than, like, I already know Alchemist is one of those minds and brains in music and hip hop that is like, you know, one of the special ones, but like, you know, him playing his set of all the joints he produced is like, it takes you through this time machine where you just like, I forgot how many joints he did.
And I didn't forget that he did the Keep It Thorough beat for Prodigy, but I forgot how that song rings off.
Mm-hmm.
Like the moment that dropped, the whole crowd lost their fucking mind.
Yeah.
Like similar to We Gonna Make It, of how much Keep It Thorough, even in London, goes nuts.
Peach forgot he did Shook Ones.
He didn't do Shook Ones.
He didn't?
Nah, that was Havoc.
Shut the
Al wasn't even around at that point. I mean, Al is the 3rd member of Mobb Deep, but nah, he wasn't around at that point.
All this time I thought Al did that.
I don't think Al came around till Murder Music, maybe.
Okay. What year was that?
99, maybe 98.
Okay.
I think The Realist with Cool G Rap I could be wrong, was the first one that they did, and then after that, Prodigy just adopted Alchemist, and the rest was history. But no, that was...
I did do it. Yeah, I did know that. I did know he did Shook Ones. I was thinking of... It wasn't that... Which record was that, Peach, where he played and you was like, damn, I didn't even know he did that. It wasn't Shook. It was one of the early joints, though.
And that's another thing, though. And like, we were nerding out, and maybe I was catching Contact High. But when Shook Ones came on...
Oh, my God.
It's just certain songs that I've heard a million times that will never get old. And to think that they were children.
Yeah.
They were like real teenagers. Yeah. They were like 16, 17.
Incredible.
And Havoc was micing up his stove in the projects and then created that masterpiece. Like,
insane.
I know it sounds like nerdy shit, but that stuff still blows my mind. Like, how were you 17 and decided, let me do this?
And then not only that,
how do you even think that way?
When you look around at the crowd of people in an entire different country that have an accent and they know it word for word.
Came out in 1995, 1994.
And these are young cats at the festival. Like it's just dope to watch hip hop just transcend American culture and really just touch the world and things. Because Al is doing a whole European run. Rock is on the European run. Benny was out here the day we landed. He's on a run. So it's just dope to see cats from back home moving around different parts of the world and hip hop being embraced.
And I mean, I'm not just saying this because we're in London, but Europe like really appreciates hip hop. Oh, yeah. Me and Al were talking backstage. He's like, yo, I'm old. I don't even like really like doing the road. But when it comes to Europe, like I know we're gonna have so much fun because these fans give a fuck about everything that we're playing. Like that shit is in their veins. They still give a fuck.
Yeah.
So it's just different. I'm glad. My first time going to a festival in London.
Yeah, mine too. I mean, you know that we've been there together for the last 3 years. So yeah.
I know you didn't like it, but the 30-second little snippet he played of Meet the Grams did get a crazy fucking response. I saw your face. I know you weren't really into it. Yeah. But the crowd did go a little fucking crazy when those first like 4 chords hit.
Yeah. You remember
even me, I kind of went like,
You remember
it's
when
a good beat.
You remember when Nori was telling the story of how Kiss was telling the story how Nori took his dap back from a guy he thought was with Kiss, and he found out he wasn't with Kiss, and he looked at him and took the dap back. I looked at Al and took my dap back. Once Meet the Grams came on, I was like, yo, take that back.
What was actually dope about that though was he didn't play any of the lyrics. Like he just let the beat play for like 15 seconds and everyone went nuts and then switched out of it. But yeah, that beat is like oddly surgical. It's like creepy as fuck.
Yeah.
I didn't think it would go off at a festival like that. For everyone that thinks Meet the Grams is boring and all that, that shit went up like we gonna make it at a festival.
Well, I mean, obviously the way Al set it up, played the sample, original and all that, like.
That's what it was. He used the same sample for another record. You guys were telling me that. And I did not know Meet the Grams and Keep It Thorough had the same sample.
Yeah.
Until
didn't Al do some way he broke that down?
I think he did Keep It Thorough and then went back into the sample. Yeah. It went sample, Keep It Thorough, back to the sample, then to Meet the Grams, and my nerdy hip hop brain exploded. I was like, it's the same sample? Tapping people I didn't even know. Like, yo, did you know that?
Yeah. That was dope though. That was dope. I love when like DJs and producers like do that. Like play the sample, the original record, and get into it. Like there's a lot of videos online with Just Blaze doing that. A few other dudes. Like that shit is always dope to like always hear. Cause it's kind of like we gotta pay homage to the original, to the sample. You got to.
And I think that just shows like the genius of the producer. Like that's what you took from that sample. Damn, I didn't even realize.
Right.
You didn't just take a sample and put drums on it and then paid the fee.
Right.
Like I can't believe you found that part and that's what's in the song at this point.
That's such a beautiful process. Like all of these DJ producers that like dig in crates and find these records and find that break, that sample. Like that's such a, I mean, obviously that's the foundation of hip hop, but it's just so dope to see guys like really do that, that really dig in crates and shit like that.
And we were talking too during the set because Al did like two verses, I want to say. I was like, yo, Al raps a lot better than some of our favorite
Big
rappers.
bowl of macaroni.
It's that action influence.
Yeah, 100%.
Al can rap, man.
No, he can. I mean, listen, and when you around that much hip hop and you hear that many bars for all those years, it's only, I mean, like, come on, bro. You gotta pick up on some of that shit and just talk shit. Like Al, he just a shit talker. Get his shit off and that's it.
But I could, and this is me speculating. I have no idea, nor spoke to Hit Boy or Alchemist about this. I think Hit Boy is a great rapper, but he started as a rapper, then was a producer. He's a rapper to his core. Al, producer first.
Yeah.
I feel like Al maybe had Hit Boy go back and rewrite some verses with their project.
The joints they did together? Yeah.
I think he's like, damn, I didn't know you could like really rap.
yeah. Now Al gonna talk his shit. He definitely gonna get his shit off.
But yeah, it was fun. Other than that, it's been kind of quiet this London trip.
Yeah, I mean the weather's has been great though. It's been sunny.
I know. We was wilding out in the rain the last 2 times.
Everybody has texting me like, "Yo, is it gloomy? Is it gloomy?" I'm like, nah, not really. Like the sun has been out pretty much every day. Like the weather's been really nice. Like I can't complain. The last time we was here, it was a little rainy, a little gloomy, but now this time around, the sun has definitely been out.
Since we really haven't done anything outside of the festival, should we try to wild out tonight, or wild out after the show? I feel like I need one London night. I've just been a fucking.
But what does your wild out look like though? You're a dad now.
Man.
Like
that's what I'm saying.
What does your wild out look like now?
Me and Benner went and got 2 steaks and split them.
Why would you split 2 steaks when you could just each have your own one? Like
because there was the iron steak and then the Wagyu.
Oh, you got 2 different type of steaks.
And then we like cut it up and split. We was wilding.
That's wilding. Yeah. That's 2 different type of steaks in one sitting.
And 3 sides. We got garlic mash, mac and cheese, and the cream spinach. We was
Toilet. The Toilet brothers. Y'all were the Splash brothers.
It hasn't hit yet. I think I might need to sit down. I don't think I can wild out tonight because it's going to eventually catch up to me.
You and Ben are going to be the Splash brothers tonight for sure.
Which is scary because the worst toilet paper on planet fucking Earth in this country.
Y'all assholes going to be fucking burning.
But yeah, I don't really know how to wild out because the first time we were here, we did the strip club thing, which was awful, but it was a fun experience. I still haven't done the box, but I don't know if I have the energy for that.
That's a whole different type of vibe. Like it's we're all secure in ourselves, but that's you got to be in a different kind of zone to just go to the box and because you don't know what's gonna come on stage. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, I think that's the allure of the whole thing.
No, it is. It's definitely part of the whole thing, but you got to kind of be in that zone. I don't think you in that zone.
And there was Fashion Week stuff, but everything I got invited to, I was like, I feel like I'm going to get there and be like, yo, I should have stayed in the hotel.
Yeah.
Should have got another steak with Benner.
You should have went for a third one.
I was pushing it last night. I even texted you like, yo, what's up? You want to do something?
No, I was going to definitely try to get out. I hit gigs in Suspect. Shout out to my guy Suspect. I hit them. They was moving around a little bit, but it was like Fashion Week stuff. You got to have an invite, and then Suspect was like, nah, we mobbing, like, fuck it, we just pulling up. I'm like, I don't know if that's the type of energy I'm on, but like, when you get there, let me know what it's looking like. And once it got to like 1 a.m, I was just like, bro, I'm tired. Like, I just went to sleep.
Yeah, and I'd missed my window. That's why I texted you like, fuck it, I'm going to be up. Still.
Yeah, you text me at like 10 o'clock.
And then I think I hit you again at like 1. Like, all right, what's up?
It was over at that point. I'm watching First 48. I'm chilling, man. I wasn't going nowhere.
No tings out here?
Nah, man. Just literally, I just been whatever we did together. Once we leave, I may get some food, and I'm right back at the hotel, bro.
So I know we're washed because the last 2 trips,
yeah,
we had them around us.
I mean, sometimes
we looked iller than we really were.
Yeah,
I don't understand why this pretty chick wants to hang with us either, but and she's cool.
Yeah, like we won. Yeah, nah, just been chilling though. It's been a good time though. I've had a good time, but it's definitely been a lot of nights where I'm literally just in the bed watching TV, man. I'm chilling.
I might try to do the Leon Bridges show tonight.
Shout out to Leon Bridges. Yeah, we were talking about it. He's performing at the first venue we performed at out here.
Yeah, Earth, one of my favorite venues I think we've ever done.
Yeah,
might have been.
I would like to catch that, but then it's a conflict because we got tickets to the football game tonight.
Which I mean, I think you guys are
going to experience our first soccer game.
I'm definitely gonna go to the Leon shit over the soccer game, but I think you guys should go. And I think Peach, can you get as much footage of Maul at that as possible? I think y'all should do that instead of the Leon shit.
Soccer game?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm thinking about it, man. I wanted to experience, I didn't even know, because, us arrogant Americans, I thought we can just buy tickets to the Tottenham Arsenal game. And my homegirl, she was like,
you got to sacrifice a baby to get them.
Yeah, she was like, did somebody leave y'all passes them? Because you can't just, I said, oh, you can't.
It's not even on StubHub.
I said, yeah, you can't just like go online. She was like, no. She was like, you have to like, it has to be a raffle or like you're a season ticket holder.
Okay, so how did you guys end up, do you guys have tickets?
Yeah, well, for this game, this is not Premier League, right, Peach? So this is not a Premier League game tonight. This is
like Who cares? It's soccer
it's the
in London.
Experience. Yeah, I just want to experience a game in London. So I'm thinking about doing that tonight.
It's like going to the Rucker. Like, who's ever playing basketball,
I just want to see it.
See what it looks like.
Experience it, yeah.
But, I mean, I don't know. I'll go be a nerd and ask Leon, are those major 7 chords that you're playing? Like, I'll just do that.
Yeah. Get your shit off, man. Let me know how it is. Text me.
They gonna be in there, though.
No, I'm sure.
I'm not gonna do nothing, but I'm gonna look.
Yeah, no, you can listen. You're a man. You can look. I mean, they're gonna definitely be there. But I would love to see Leon because he's another artist that I fuck with, but I haven't seen him live either. So
yeah, a lot kind of happened in the past 2 days that we've been here. We've been recording nonstop, but more like evergreen stuff, not really in the moment.
Mm-hmm.
But today we can get to the shits.
Let's do it.
Your man's almost got clipped
again. Once again, they tried to take Big Don out, Big 4-5. They tried to set him up. They tried to spin the block on him. But this time, luckily, he wasn't.
Spin the block, spin the 16th hole?
Yeah,
the dog leg? Spin the dog leg?
Spin the back 9. So they try to spin the back 9 on Don.
I promise we're going to keep this lighthearted, and I'm not going to get on my conspiracy shit.
But
why
okay.
is it so easy to get around a former president with a rifle?
Yeah, I feel like we could do a better job at protecting Don at this point.
Like, I don't understand why you're not like looking who's in the sand trap.
Yeah. But he probably had his fatigue shit on laying down. You couldn't see him.
It's the Secret Service, man.
Oh yeah, I get it.
They found Saddam in a hole.
Yeah. On the other side of the world. Yeah. Now you're right. But I am happy that he wasn't harmed at all, man, because again, no matter what, we laugh and joke about this shit, but no matter what side of politics you on, you don't want to see anybody hurt or tragically killed. So luckily,
of course,
it didn't go there
on politics whatsoever, but just to the side that someone can get to the president this easily back to back.
It's crazy.
Makes me fear.
But he didn't get
fear as a country. Like, what the fuck are we doing?
But this dude didn't. He didn't get that close though.
Well, I mean, there's been so
he
many
was on the course. He was on the course.
Reports. We don't even know if he shot. That might be the Secret Service shooting him.
Mm-hmm.
He was a Trump supporter, voted Republican. I don't know. For my own mental health, I've stayed away from all the reports.
It's amazing how they find that out so fast.
Yeah,
like who he was voting for, who this. It's like, how do y'all know all of this already about this dude?
I mean, apparently Elon deleted his Twitter page.
Well, he deleted the tweet because he said
Elon deleted his first tweet ever. He was bugging.
Yeah, I believe his tweet was to the extent of, and nobody is trying to harm Biden or Kamala.
And it was something with these emojis.
Yeah, like, kind of like that's interesting face. So he obviously received backlash from that. As you can, we know that's a little. It can be taken like. So what are you trying to say? Like someone should try to
not
kill.
To say that Elon was saying.
Yeah, that's not what he was saying. But I understand in this climate how people took that.
You can't tweet, "Hey, how come no one's also trying to kill these people?"
Right. It's a little weird. But he deleted that. But I didn't know he deleted his whole.
Deleting your own thoughts off your own platform is pretty funny to me.
Yeah, because it's like, I own this shit. Like I'll say what the fuck I want to say. And that's why he brought it, because he said he wanted to, that was like freedom of speech. He wanted people to be able to just say how, whatever they felt, their thoughts and things like that. So if that's the point of you purchasing such a huge platform and spending the money you spent, why now would you, one, delete that tweet and delete your account?
If you had to go out, golf course might be pretty high for me.
I don't know.
Like, if you're gonna get a headshot.
Nah. On a golf course?
I mean,
why?
When have you... We've been golfing. It's peaceful.
Yeah, but like...
I feel like the hectic shit, like, the way, like, RFK went out, like, through a kitchen, it's crazy. Too hectic. That's not peaceful for me to get murdered.
Yeah.
Like, I would love to just be on the back now. You know what? Can't wait to get to the clubhouse, have a beer, relax.
Somebody just ended up...
Bong.
That's where you want to go out.
Yeah.
Not me. I can't back you on that one, fam. Not on the golf course. I'm not trying to get killed on no damn golf course.
But I'd like to be like setting up the shot. Getting smoked with your follow through. I know I do like flips, and that would be embarrassing.
Yeah.
Like, you don't want that image. Like, damn, he couldn't even hold it down.
Yeah, nah. Not on no fucking golf course. But, thankfully, Big 4-5 is safe, and he's, okay.
Big 4-5.
Yeah, that's Big 4-5. Big Don, man. Shout out to Donald Trump.
Is he considered 47 if he wins?
We spoke about that. I don't know. I think because he would be technically the 47th president, but really the 46th when you count it, because this would be his second term.
Talk about a hat collab.
Yeah.
He's 47. What's the name of that brand? 47.
Yeah, that's fire.
Damn.
See,
I know who they're voting for.
It's already written.
And let's just run through some of the day-to-day news that we missed. I kind of want my flowers.
Oh, man, I hate when you do this shit. All right, what now? I got a bouquet in another one. What's up, man?
This is going to be my first ask. There's a couple things on here that I want my flowers for, but we'll start here.
All right.
If you remember about a month ago, you thought I was joking when I thought, you could maybe broker the deal between Rockefeller and Drake. He has the money. He cares.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe Drake should do it.
Mm-hmm.
And you laughed and laughed and laughed and said, nah. And then Dame last night got on whatever platform that was and said Drake DM'd him inquiring about purchasing 1/3 of Reasonable Doubt and Rockefeller Inc.
Mm-hmm.
So I was even trying to set it up for you, like, you could take your 1% or like your broker fee off that, and we're looking at like 10 million.
Yeah.
So do you want to split that 1% with me, or like how do you want to do it?
Well, I don't know to what extent Drake reached out to Dame about that. I don't know how far they got in talks or how serious it was, but that's on brand for Drake, though. You don't think so? I mean,
yeah,
he got all of Pharrell's jewelry, Nigo's jewelry.
I don't like what he did with
Tupac's ring, Tupac's rhyme book.
But are you collecting it as a lover of the sport, or are you collecting it as a petty way to say fuck y'all, I'm finally him?
Well, he's said in his rhymes he used to want to sign to Rockefeller,
and then he became
Jay.
I never
he said that before. He said that before. So yeah, that wasn't too surprising to me that he had inquired about purchasing those shares.
Well, we don't know, but we assume that he bought Pharrell's jewelry out of spite and pettiness.
Mm-hmm.
Even though we know him to be a Neptunes fan at one point.
Yeah.
I don't think he bought that the way he bought Push's mic off eBay.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't he say he was going to melt that shit down?
Yeah, he did say that.
Come on, man. So what is he going to do with Reasonable Doubt?
Melt it down. He melt the masters.
Okay, so in the event that Drake wins this auction,
yeah,
do you think your brother and Hov, like, are they going to split it up? Does Drake get Can I Live? Is he going to finally clear that Dead Presidents freestyle? Was it Chicago freestyle?
Yeah.
Put it on DSPs?
Know, I don't know. I haven't really, obviously I read the headlines and I saw the clip of Dame talking about it, but I don't know. I don't know if that move would have been for, kind of like a chess move, or if it literally would have been just Drake wanting to own a piece of art and history that, he probably helped him fall in love with hip hop. And again, he was a fan first, wanted to always sign to Rockefeller.
I don't think he's a fan anymore.
Why not?
I think Drake, like me, growing up, was very much a rap nerd and loved this shit. Mm-hmm. But I think he has been through the ringer and met his heroes, and I don't think he reveres them the way he did once. Because he has a different view than probably any other human being in the rap world.
No, I don't think he still looks at Jay as I think a reason why he does what he does.
I think he views him completely as a peer now.
Okay,
but I don't mean that like really in a good way. I think he doesn't have the reverence he once did, because I think he's seen the behind the scenes stuff and probably has a weird view. So I think if he were to buy Rockefeller, it wouldn't be from the I was a fan my whole life. I looked up to these guys. I cannot believe I have the money to now purchase this. Mm-hmm. Like I said, I'm your peer and I'm trying to now surpass you. Mm-hmm. And this is my way of trying to little homie you.
Well, I don't think that. I don't think trying to little homie you. I don't think that. But I think that, it is obviously Drake is who he is and is in a place where he can even entertain the thought of purchasing something.
Just bet on IG, just bet 10 million on stake.
Yeah. So, I mean, we know that obviously the capital is there and things like that. But I don't, I understand, especially now more than ever, Drake is probably in a space where he's looking at, a lot of guys a little kind of sideways because of what he is still going through as far as with other artists and on the music side of things. But I don't think that this in particular is too much of that attached to it. I think this was literally him just wanting to own a piece of history and something that inspired him. But at the same time, kind of like a wink to, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, but not with not with malicious intent though. I don't think it's nothing malicious there.
Little underlying.
I think it's just a little. It's like a wink. It's like a head nod, like a little. You know what I mean? But I don't think it's any malicious energy behind that. I can't. I would be very surprised if that was a part of it.
And I know Hov's looking at it like, all right, you think that's a one-up if you get that, but I would have to talk to Lucian about buying any of your shit.
Mm-hmm.
That's not up for sale because you don't own it.
Mm-hmm.
So I can see that perspective from Hov if it happens, but the way Drake talked on 8 a.m. in Charlotte, when he was really saying, yo, I've been just gathering information about all of you in the rap world in case anyone wants to go there with me, is kind of what he was saying.
But that's what you're supposed to do.
Of course, we have talked many times. We think every rapper ever has in their notes folder
for sure
verses about rappers they're friends with now, but just in case.
For sure.
I think this is one of those moves, and I'm curious what type of greasy talk Drake comes with if he ends up purchasing 1/3 of Reasonable Doubt.
We had this talk before about somebody, but see, the thing is, when you talk about somebody,
that's
like,
gonna be a crazy verse.
Yeah, but when
that's gonna be a crazy verse.
Yeah, but you can't talk. See, that this is why Jay is so different, because you can't out slick talk Jay. You can't greasy talk Jay. You can't do that. If it's anybody that could even probably remotely even come close, it would be Drake. But even Drake, as great as he is and as much as he's accomplished, you know, Jay is on a, you know, when you talk about just the ability to talk slick, Jay's made a career off of just slick talking, and, you know, now putting himself in a space business-wise where, you know, a lot of these other dudes are not on that level as far as business it goes. But, you know, I would love to see it for the sport, but again, I don't think it's anybody that could. You can't out slick talk Jay. We talking about Jay-Z. You can't. You
know, Drake is starting that verse out the gate. I tried to be reasonable, but you doubted. Like, you know, it's coming out the gate.
That Drake was started
right at Hov. I tried to be reasonable, but you doubted.
Nah, man, nah. That would be fun to watch for sport, but again, man, that's you talking about. You know, Jay he's on a different level as far as that slick talk shit goes. You can't. That's not how you go at Jay. You can't talk greasy to Jay-Z.
This again, all hypothetical. We don't even know. This is all Dame saying Drake just DM'd him. If it was like a real thing, Dame would have been like, "Oh, Drake's lawyers reached out." Like, it would be a whole different thing.
Mm-hmm.
But in that hypothetical, let's say Drake, rightfully so, starts talking greasy because him and Hov have had back and forths for 12 years at this point.
Mm-hmm.
Does Jay entertain any shots that come from Drake if he buys Reasonable Doubt?
Do I, as far as on wax?
Yeah.
I don't know. I think Jay is just I don't think he's in that you know, rapper. I haven't seen Jay wear a lot of jewelry in a few years. That's how when you know Jay is back, like, in rapper mode. He starts throwing on obnoxious jewelry shit that no other rapper can really, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. It's like, and it's also like
5% pieces that people don't even understand.
Yeah, it's like he starts doing these things where you're like, oh, he back in the booth. But I don't think that if Drake was to throw a shot at, it's funny even talking about shit like that, but if he was to throw that type of shot, it would take a different type of, I don't think it would be the type of shot you think. I think Jay would have to hear something that would perk his ear up. But I don't think it'd be as blatant as you may think. It may be something to where only Jay would catch it, and that may move him now.
I think the world has a perception that Hov ignores things. He pretty much replies to literally everything when it's time to rap.
No, everything. You know how much
if you don't think we're gonna get a verse that has to do with the Wayne situation with the Super Bowl, you're bugging.
No, he'll have a line addressing it like, y'all, how, like, you know, how could y'all say I shitted on, I helped him with his taxes? Like, he'll remind you, like, come on, who y'all talking to? Like, I didn't help people that y'all don't need. Y'all forget convenient amnesia.
Like 10 people on Twitter had talked about Meek and Hov maybe having an issue, and he replied to that on God's Plan. Yeah, not God's Plan. Hope God did.
Yeah, but his response was more so like,
yeah, I freed him from a whole bid.
Yeah, like how I can't.
But I'm saying, Jay does not let.
But do you understand that response though? That response is more so like, yo, cut it out, man. I can't. I wouldn't beef with like. Why would I beef with Meek? Like, what do you? I helped him. I'm not going. You know what I'm saying? Like, I got. Like, I'm talking about not on like business shit. I helped him in a real life situation. I helped him.
Yeah, but that's not what Twitter was talking about. We're not saying you didn't do that. We're just saying we think y'all have tension.
And he quickly showed y'all how stupid that sounds. I can't have tension with somebody that I helped get out of prison. That don't even make sense.
To me, that goes
if I got tension with somebody, you think I'm gonna help them get out of prison?
To me, that kind of goes back to the Rowdy Bobby question that happened on No Jumper. When I thought Rowdy handled that really well and didn't give in to the gossipy bullshit. But it appears like there may be some tension, and he didn't answer the question, just said, that's my brother for life.
Mm-hmm.
That's kind of what I think Hove did with the Meek situation.
Yeah, but let
you could still beef, but
nah, but it's not beef. It's like
it's a deflection.
It wasn't even a deflection. It's a correction, is what it is. See, the internet is gonna say shit and try to turn twist shit. It's like, stop. I understand that's the thing to do. Rappers beefing, going at each other. Let me let y'all know where my relationship is with Meek. I helped him get out of prison. I can never beef with somebody that I helped get out of prison. And we're on two totally different levels. Like, what does Jay-Z gain from beefing with Meek Mill? What is that?
We're not beefing like publicly, but they could have disagreements behind the scenes.
Oh, yeah. Disagreements happen with best friends. You know,
I mean, clearly there was something when Meek left Roc Nation. Like, that's what started this entire thing.
I don't even think it was nothing. I think Jay was more so on the side like, yo, if that's what you want to do, yo. Yeah. The tension would have been him not wanting Meek to get out of the deal and not wanting to release him. Then it's like, yo, why you not letting Meek go and do what he want to do business-wise, letting him do his own thing? That's where the weird shit comes in. But if it's like, yo, I kind of want to get off Roc Nation and go do my own thing, and Jay's like, I bet, no doubt. Let me know if there's anything I can help you with. Yeah. That's letting you know that somebody is not in it for that type of shit. Like,
but I guess to my original point that Hove replies to literally everything, down to on written testimony. He gave us a whole verse about his backlash with the NFL Super Bowl. We're done with kneeling.
Mm-hmm.
He even told us that he has more money than an entire NFL bench.
Mm-hmm.
Why would I need to sell out? I love that verse.
Yeah.
But I'm saying he replies to everything when it comes to raps. If you think Drake buying 1/3, and Drake also replies, they're very similar in that regard.
I just don't agree
whether it
with
be
you
subtle.
He replies to everything. Everything is what I have a problem with. I don't think he replies to everything because there's a lot of shit that people say about Jay-Z every day that he would never entertain. But there are certain things where he'll let you know, yeah, I heard when y'all was saying that. Y'all had that wrong. And this is what that situation
everything
was.
Is love. He even replied to the Twitter rumors of him having a kid. You wasn't supposed to take the dad shit literally. Like, he really replies to everything that we say on the internet.
I don't think everything. I think when you say everything, I don't think you know how much shit they talk about Jay-Z on the internet.
The things that get a little bit of steam.
Yeah, but he'll let you know he sees, like, he probably sees it all. He's not going to respond to it all, but he'll let you know by responding to certain things like, yeah, I saw that. I caught that. But that's not what that was. So again, I don't think that, you know, when you say Jay-Z beefing or responding, he's not going to respond to any and everything. It's only certain things, like I said, that will kind of get him to move and want to create music around it. Like, it's not everything, though.
And we can get off this topic, but I will ask the last question in this hypothetical. Do you think the rapper brain of Drake could even purchase that and not say anything on a song?
No, that's why you purchase it. You gotta
just
get
for rap
content. Yeah,
just do it for content at this point.
Yeah, fuck yeah, you gotta get that off. Are you kidding me? You purchased that, you gotta rap about it. You gotta talk shit about that, without a doubt.
So between your affiliation with your brother and Drake, like, are we invited to the first Reasonable Doubt meeting? Be a fly on the wall.
It ain't gonna be no meeting about that shit. I think Drake.
I could take notes.
I think,
like, I could be a stenographer or something.
Yeah, you probably be able to do that.
Yeah, like, I'll just take notes.
So you
I'll send the meeting.
Actually, that's not what he said. This is what he said. I got it right here. Actually,
I'll take meeting notes. Yeah.
I think that he definitely did reach out to Dame and inquire, but I don't think it went much further than just a conversation. I don't think it went to the lawyers.
Dame's not the one that makes that decision anyway.
Yeah.
So.
And I think that's what, once Drake realized that, he's like, oh, I got to go through all of these. I don't want to.
No, Drake, we know Drake is very smart. He knew Dame couldn't sell that to him. He did that purposely. Because he knew Dame was going to get on a platform and be like, yo, Drake, DM me about this shit.
Well, like that too. Definitely that. But I think more so, if he was really interested, he did inquire just to kind of get more information on, like, really what's going on with it from Dame. Like, yo, so what's like, tell me more about, like, the situation, like what's happening. And I think once he found out that, Jay gets it all back in 7 years, he probably was like, it's not really, you know what I mean? It's not really, probably not worth it.
All right. That's my first set of flowers. PJ, did I get any flowers or no?
I'll give you flowers though, because you definitely, I'll give you
a dandelion.
You get a rose. You get a rose for that, not a whole bouquet.
Okay, my next segment of me wanting my flowers has to do with Universal and Meta doing a deal. And I don't know if I need flowers in this, but I've been very curious since the beginning of this Drake and Kendrick beef.
As to why he's putting all this music out.
Why are both of them leaking this initially on Instagram? And I know a lot of people were saying like, oh, because the samples and like, it's about hip hop. It's about the beef. Like, it's not on DSPs because this is pure art now.
Yeah.
They're just going to go on Instagram. Like, oh, I don't know if Instagram's the purest art.
Yeah, definitely
like, they should have pressed it on a CD with a Sharpie at that point.
Yeah.
But I was always curious why they did that.
Mm.
I was like, there has to be some type of reasoning with this at all. And then we even had debates of, okay, there's still affiliation with Universal, and maybe they wanted Kendrick to release defaming things about their biggest artist, not on DSPs. Like, maybe that's what it had to do with.
Mm-hmm.
Then 100 Gigs comes out, and we have the debate of like, why is Drake posting this stuff on this website, plus only putting these records out on Instagram? Still feels very weird. And were we here or last episode when I was saying, yo, if he cared about these records, there'd be a proper rollout.
Mm-hmm.
That's where I was wrong in regards to everything now making sense.
Yeah.
Meta and Instagram, I'm sorry, Meta is Instagram. Meta and Universal have some form of a partnership. And this is coming from a producer, Damian Young, who's been going viral lately as far as breaking down like royalties. I really do like his page. He does explain things for like a dumb novice like myself to really understand that type of stuff. So he last night put this out. Instead of being paid for streams, artists are being paid for the number of accounts that use their music instead. To put it simply, instead of artists being paid for activity generated by their music, such as comments, likes, shares, reposts, they are instead being paid by the number of accounts who choose to use their song instead, which we had some knowledge of this with TikTok when people were using sounds and like that was sort of out there. But now that Universal and Meta have this partnership, I think it goes to a different level. So yeah, again, we know that this has been going on with TikTok as far as using sounds and people being paid out for that. What Damian Young is really asking with this new partnership with Meta and Universal is, how is that formula going to change now? And clearly artists like Kendrick and Drake are ahead of the curve and have the answers to that. But we don't know what that payout looks like whatsoever. I think this deal that they announced is going to change music the way it changed when DSPs showed up. We constantly are asking like, all right, DSPs has to be the final front. Like, where could it go from here?
Right.
With Meta now, it's going to have to create an entirely new formula that we have no idea how it's even going to benefit any artist or creator. But clearly, the biggest ones are already doing it before any of this announcement. So remember when we were talking, I was like, there's no way Universal's cool with Drake putting all this footage up like that. They own that, this, that. There has to be a reason why they're okay with the moves Drake has been making, because they still own his shit for the most part. I know licensing deal, whatever. But yeah, there's not much to really discuss with this announcement. I just think we should keep our eyes on it because everything's about to change.
But I think we kind of, because when Drake did the 100 Gigs thing, and one of your first reactions to it was, oh, Drake had to remind everybody like the catalog, the work, things he's done. But now, as we can see, it's a different thing coming now with this Meta thing.
And remember when the whole catastrophe of Universal artists can't be on TikTok anymore. They're not giving in.
All of that shit is tied in.
Now Meta does a deal
with Universal.
It's everyone's playing with house money.
Yeah.
And we're the only ones that'll be fucked. Like every time we come in here and like, yo, finally, they're holding out.
Yeah.
Nope.
Nah.
This was the play the whole time.
Yeah.
And Drake and Kendrick are clearly ahead of the curve of what's going on.
Oh, but you know that they're already in the know and in the business of all of these things before we find out about it. They know what's going to happen. They know the shifts and the moves that are being made. So, you know, now what does this do though, as far as moving forward when artists make moves like that? Like now we looking at every move like, okay, what is this tied to? What is that tied to? Because everything has to make sense for the artist at the end of the day.
And this isn't a defend Drake situation at all. With everyone's like, yo, it's just not even charting anymore. It's not on Billboard. Like, does that matter now? Are we seeing the shift where how you release music matters more to what you do with Meta than it would ever matter with charts?
Yeah.
Or playlists or DSPs for that matter. Like,
I think ego-wise, it probably still matters. Ego. We're talking about ego. Just personal ego. That might
but if you have information as Drake of where things are going to shift, I don't think you have an ego at all because you know what's about to happen. You're probably looking at all of us laughing.
Oh, of course, at the ignorance.
Like even, we don't have to make it a Drake thing. With Kendrick putting out Kill the Party or whatever the title will be, which we don't even know the title.
Doesn't even matter.
Because it doesn't even fucking matter. I was like, yo, that Kendrick song came and went.
Did
it? Because it's all over Meta.
Yeah.
It's not on DSPs. It's not on any charts. It's not being played, but it's being played where it matters.
Right.
If this new formula exists. And it's, I guess, the fight back at TikTok. Like, all right, we'll find a partner that will fuck with us.
Yeah. And that'll make it valuable for both of us.
Our catalog will matter now.
Yeah.
And we are going to start counting things by the accounts that share rather than the streams. Because they all fucked us up and created the streaming formula. We joked for a decade. What is a stream?
Right.
How do you even dictate what a stream is, what it costs? Like, you created that formula in your head one day, and now we all have to march by those standards.
Right.
You value my music at this because you say so. This is fucked up. I think they're about to do the exact same thing at Meta. They're going to change the formula of how music is valued. Oh, it's valued now by just what accounts are sharing it, not by what stream it gets, not by the amount of seconds it's played on DSPs. They are now can create a completely different formula on the fly.
So a deeper thought on that, how does that affect the formula of creating music and writing music?
Who the fuck knows?
See, that's the part I'm thinking about. Like, how does that affect the creative process of...
Well, that's what Damian Young was saying at the end of this video that went viral last night of like, they've announced it, but they haven't given us any information on what a payout even looks like at this point, which was streaming early too. Like, everyone was wondering, all right, cool. I like what Spotify is doing. Oh, I heard Apple is about to do the same thing. This is the new wave. How am I being paid? That we're still trying to figure that out.
Right.
This is going to be a whole nother monster. How do you even dictate what? All right, accounts did it. But the amount of AI and bot shit that you could do, like, how do you even dictate what happens?
And there's already a producer that used AI to create a band and then used bots to listen to
make 10 million.
And made 10 million.
And you think they're gonna let that shit slide?
See, we gotta find the scammer that knows how to do that. I don't want no clothes, no jewelry. You niggas better start creating bands.
That's the pieces that hit for me.
Yeah, create a fucking band and let's run these fucking numbers up. And
the best I ever did was scam Best Buy gift card.
Yeah, like fuck those days.
I wish I could make a band.
We don't want flat screens. Don't call me with no more flat screen TVs, nigga. Have 5 bands waiting, not $5,000, 5 guitars and basses and the lead singer. I have all of that fake shit waiting. That's the fake shit we want.
And it's just like, I don't know, I'm pessimistic, so this type of shit depresses me. You know,
I told you because you're an art.
Well, not even like
you create music.
Just, it's gonna affect everything across the board because, you know, even with the podcast world where as far as ads and CPMs go towards downloads, we clearly see that streams do more than downloads. And that's like an ancient thought. So we are in the streaming world, whether we like it or not. This affects us the same way.
Yeah.
I don't know how they fucked us to begin with when it came to DSPs because podcasts keep people on DSPs longer than Thriller could. The retention rate is incredible with podcasts, but we are paid out at the same rate, which is fucked up. If I keep someone on your platform this long, I should not be paid the same as someone that doesn't.
How do you think that would affect the podcasting industry, if at all?
I don't know yet. That's what I'm saying. This is kind of nuts of what they're doing because it's sounds now.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's even how TikTok does it. It's a actual song that you cut down is just called a sound. And I'm not trying to get too deep, but like that's fucking nuts. It's not songs. Like this is a sound that you can put behind your TikTok video, and now that has a value that is counted the same way a single once was.
Yeah.
This was used and it was cost this much. This is what you get back. I don't know what the fuck what's a sound anymore?
Yeah, man, they're changing the meaning and definition of words right in front of us, and we got to just like go with it.
I'm scared.
I'm not. I wouldn't say scared. I'm interested, and I want to see how it affects change and things like that. But this is part of technology. This is part of advancing. As far as the way we listen to music, the way we create music, the way we share music with each other. This is all part of this whole new thing that we have.
And repeating myself again, but it has to do with what we're talking about. When I was at Sony and Spotify went public, emailed the whole company, can't buy shares. That would be considered insider trading because we own 25% of Spotify.
Mm-hmm. Which is crazy.
So if I'm an artist at Sony, you're dictating what I'm paid out. You're supposed to be my representation. You should be fighting the DSPs to make sure I'm paid the right amount of money.
Mm-hmm.
No, you're sitting with them and setting the price for what you think I'm worth.
Right.
And I think Meta and Universal is doing the exact same thing now, the same way the majors did with DSPs. All right, yeah, we'll just buy in to your company and we can all set the price ourselves. We can make sure that a stream to an artist is only worth 0.00001 cent.
Mm-hmm.
But to us, we're getting $12.99 a month from every subscriber.
I would love that. I got to have a conversation with Hop about this. Like I'm sure he done ready.
I'm probably sounding like a bunch of nonsense right now, but that video blew my mind last night of the Meta and Universal connection.
Yeah.
Not to say it was like, holy shit, it makes sense.
Yeah, it makes sense.
They are about to set the market price again.
The market is going to change for sure.
And we're just going to be sitting here like, hey.
But do you think it changes for the better?
No.
You think artists are still going to get fucked at the end of the day?
Yes. Because clearly, which we've talked about, that the biggest leverage that majors have is catalog. It's not new artists. Catalog is everything, especially that was the whole TikTok beef. Like Universal saying, we're not giving you the catalog.
Do you think this ties into why people were dumping their catalogs a couple years ago?
100%.
Okay.
Hell yeah. Just talking with Azad about selling this EO shit.
Yeah.
All right. 5 more years and we selling this
shit. A lot of that shit makes sense now.
Oh, yeah.
Because I couldn't understand it at first. I was like...
It's being used for the tech companies and content. Sounds. It's being used as sounds.
Fucking sound.
Sound. Swizz tried to tell us. I thought he was just saying weird shit. I thought Swizz was just high.
It's still weird.
Sound. Zone, the zone that we own. Oh, man. Well, we'll see what happens. Again, I'm not pretending like I am an expert in any of this shit. I'm just as confused as everyone else, just as scared as every other creator that the person that's supposed to pay us out can set the price.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I think in any other genre or industry that would be illegal, but what the fuck do I know? Believe like it's a monopoly. Almost by definition.
100%. That's not even a debate anymore.
It's a monopoly in a cul-de-sac and we're just trying to pay rent.
Just trying to get a piece of it. That's fucking crazy. Before we go any further though, we've lost some legends.
We did.
We lost some great people in our culture. Rest in peace to the great James Earl Jones.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody that has been a figure on our screens, televisions, radios, homes for years. Lost him last week. So rest in peace and condolences to James Earl Jones. We lost Frankie Beverly.
Mm-hmm.
Rest in peace to Frankie Beverly. Somebody, you talk about Frankie Beverly and Maze, who's been the soundtracks to some of our greatest memories and fondest moments with our friends and families throughout the years. You can't go to any celebration, cookout, ceremony, anything without hearing Frankie Beverly at some point. So rest in peace to the legend, Frankie Beverly. And also rest in peace to Tito Jackson.
Yes.
From the Royal Jackson. I like to call him the Royal Jackson family. We lost Tito Jackson a couple of days ago. So prayers, condolences, and rest in peace to all of the legends that we've lost. And yeah, man, it's just, it's always tough when you start seeing people that people that you've heard or seen for years, and in music and film and things like that, have given us some great moments and some legendary art that will remain forever. So rest in peace and prayers and condolences to the legends and the icons, Mr. James Earl Jones, Mr. Frankie Beverly, and Mr. Tito Jackson.
What's your favorite James Earl Jones movie?
My favorite James Earl Jones got to be Coming to America. King Joffrey Joffa.
Yeah.
Got to be King Joffrey Joe.
I mean, I'm white, so Field of Dreams is pretty high up there for me.
Oh yeah. Field of Dreams. That's a legendary film. I loved him in The Sandlot.
Yeah.
The Sandlot, one of my favorite movies. Loved him in that. But yeah, I think Coming to America is probably the one that we all go to when we think about James Earl Jones for sure. But he's been, you start really looking into the history and the career and legacy of James Earl Jones. He's done it all. Yeah. He's done everything.
How much shrooms do you think Phil Robinson was on when he wrote Field of Dreams?
He was something.
That's a sick movie when you start getting into that plot.
That's a great movie though. That's
talk about main character syndrome.
Kevin Costner's in that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. No, that was a movie I think we had to. That was one of the movies I think we had to watch in school.
Really?
Yeah, I think that was one of those movies. They used to roll the TV out. I'm that old. Roll the TV out.
I'm that old too. But I don't think we watched Field of Dreams.
Yeah, I think
my
we
dad
definitely
sat me
watched
down to watch
Field of Dreams in school. Definitely.
And I love that movie, classic. I'm not here to shit on it, but I'm gonna shit on it. It's the definition of like main character syndrome, whatever the kids say now.
Mm-hmm.
Like all this happened just so you could reconnect with your pops. Like,
yeah,
everyone's ghost came back.
Yeah,
James Earl Jones went on a road trip with you. Mm-hmm. This is all just so you could say to your dad, "Do you think I'm good at baseball?"
Yeah, you can't see that.
that ending America. Was so fucking. I was like, wait, this was what it was about.
Yeah, the connection.
No, that was a shroom trip.
It definitely feels like a shroom. Now that you get older, like what different drugs do. You like,
no one's that important that all of that was going to happen just so he could say what's up to his pops.
Great movie though.
And then his selfish ass, I can't go in the cornfield. I can't come. I built this. Bro, talk to your dad. This is what this was about. Right. We're going to take James Earl Jones and the rest of the people in the cornfield. You're not coming.
Yeah.
Go talk to your dad.
You're not coming with us. Yeah. Great movie though.
Love
Classic
that movie.
Classic.
I'm a little scared to talk about this topic because I don't fully know what's going on. But why is everyone mad at Tyla?
So I believe she received a VMA, and I think because it was the way she was. I can't remember, but somebody posted a video and was like she was trying to
have Chloe Bailey hold her, and then Lil Nas X
have Nas X hold the award for her,
which is
because it was heavy.
That happens though. Like, there's been plenty of award shows where,
but they get it, not until the person
presenting, they'll be like,
yeah. But when a person receives the award, you only see the person. You don't see who's off to the side of them. So when they showed the other angle and how she was trying to hand the award to Lil Nas X to hold it for her, I guess that kind of like silenced all of the things that people were saying about it. I don't even know what that was.
What's all right? Let's say she was like, "Yo, Lil Nas, hold my shit." Like, okay, now what? Why is everyone upset?
I don't know. And we could have this all wrong, but I don't even know what they were mad at.
From what I see, and I kind of wish you would tell this story instead of me. Pardon my white face. I think it's rooted in the stereotype that Africans look down on African Americans.
Oh boy, is that?
I mean, that's. Let's call it a space. That's been a thing for a very long
People
time.
Have talked about it, but I'm looked down upon on niggas that's on my block that grew up with me. So now what? Like,
But you're not Tyla.
Yeah, no, I'm not. I'm definitely not Tyla. But I'm just saying, people look down on you no matter where they're from. Like, why do we got to try to make it that? Yes, I know what that whole conversation is, and Africans feel like they're better than African Americans and things like that, and they look down on us. And people from down the block from me that grew up there, they look down on me. So it's like, what are we talking about here?
And maybe I missed more of the story. I just don't. I've known that stereotype for a long time. I've been told that stereotype. I just didn't. I just didn't see it when she asked Lil Nas X to hold.
Bro, the trophy is heavy. It's a man on stage. Can you hold this for me while I, give my acceptance speech? What are we talking about here?
You call it Peaches laugh?
Yeah, like I could. I mean, but Peach, what you laughing at?
You know what he was laughing at.
But yeah, I don't. This thing of people trying to paint the Tyla as just this, I don't know how they're trying to paint it. Just give her this weird kind of like, thing that she looks down, or she thinks she's better than, or she's only successful because she's pretty, and it's just we were just running out of things to talk about or something. I mean, what's happening?
I think most artists just look down on us. Period. Nicki has never made me feel good about myself.
Well, we got that on tape. We know exactly how she made you feel about yourself. But yeah, that Tyla thing, man, I just think that was people reading that all wrong. And then I'm glad the other angle of that video came out, and you can clearly see she's kind of asking Nas X to hold the award for her.
I saw, Nicki's been, I don't want to say spiraling on Twitter, but that's what a lot of people have said. She's been furious with her thumbs for the past 2 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
She did tweet something that I really did want to like co-sign her, that people thought she was crashing out, but I understood. She was saying she went to theater school and she was taught how to not laugh when she was making jokes, so they appear to be serious. It's like an acting technique.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, yo, what the fuck is she talking about? I can attest that when she was talking about a broom being shoved in my ass, I could see in her eyes that she was joking, even though it didn't come across like, that's a trained actor.
Mm-hmm.
And even when we were doing Queen Radio and she would go on like these rants, I could see like she was kind of smiling, but you couldn't tell unless you were right next to her.
Mm-hmm.
Nikki be trolling, man. Like the way when she screams and does all that, she's joking. I just don't think people understand that. People
didn't grow up with sisters and homegirls that, that's Nikki reminds me of so many girls that I grew up with when they, get to talking their shit and, but it's like, they don't mean it in a malicious way. I've been cursed out by plenty of girls that exact way. And at the end of the night, it's like, it's all love. Like, they didn't mean nothing about it.
In that situation, that's what I said to Nikki. You're not the first woman from Queens to curse me out.
Yeah, like that's
not affected
come
here.
on, fam. Like I'm from New York. Are you kidding me? Like that's definitely, I'm used to that type of talk.
But spending that whole day with her, and again, they were killing her on Twitter. I was like, nah, I spent the day with this chick. I could see every time she wanted to laugh in so many rants. But it's the character that she's putting on for this entertainment purpose.
She's gonna lean into her being the bad guy.
She's doing her best not to die laughing that entire day.
Yeah, Nikki, she gonna lean.
But I was
like,
why is Nikki so mad at y'all? Like she wasn't.
Nah, man. But she understands that that's the narrative that people are trying to paint. So she's like, all right, I'm the bad guy. Then paint me as the bad guy. But at the end of the day, she's a sweetheart, man. I love Nikki.
Yeah, I'm happy she been getting her shit off though. I think it's a little misdirected with the whole.
You need that. Let Nikki get her shit off. Fuck that. And sometimes people need to hear that. You need to curse some of these motherfuckers out.
That is fair.
You know what I'm saying? Like sometimes you need to tell people shut the fuck up. Like why not?
Yeah.
Sometimes people need to shut the fuck up.
Especially when your husband is behind you shadow boxing balloons.
Yeah.
No one else could see that on the frame, but I could.
That was such a fun day.
I've never seen anyone hit combos like that on a pink balloon in my life.
I had so much fun that day.
I was like, how'd you turn helium into a speed bag?
For so many reasons, I had so much fun that day. That was a great day.
We have some voicemails.
Let's get to them.
You've got mail.
Anything interesting? Relationship advice. I feel like giving the relationship advice today. Like,
I think this first one.
I get this bad, Nikki get this bad rep. I get a bad rep for wanting to break people up. Today I want to make people, happier in their relationships.
Oh, you lying just like Nikki?
No, for real.
What up, Rory and Maul, Julian and Demaris? I have a dating question.
Yes.
So I was seeing a guy for a few months. We were essentially long distance, but we were very close in proximity. And I was often out there in the same state as him, in the same city. And so every time I was out there, we would see each other, link up, whatever, go on dates, and everything was going really well. Now, I do want to say that this person pursued me first.
Okay.
I think I know this girl. I'm not going to say. There's no way she called in. Nah. So, I know who this is.
Now that you say that, I think I know who this is.
You know who this is.
Yeah. Play it.
So that's why this is an issue for me, because
nah, man.
After a while,
know exactly
communication just completely stopped. And part of it was because
is she
I wasn't
subbing
traveling
me
out there as much, so that's kind of what I assumed. But for it being so abrupt, and after everything going so well and us talking about a future together, and, you know, again, it was very much in a honeymoon phase of dating. But I brought it up to him about a month after us, like, not communicating out of nowhere. And he told me that it was an out of sight, out of mind thing. Like, he didn't think a long distance relationship could work. Now, I just thought it was kind of weird because he already knew where I lived and vice versa, and everything was going cool. Like, there was no stipulations that we even talked about. It was just getting to know each other. So that was one thing he brought up. And another thing was that we knew too many of the same people. Now,
know exactly who this is.
Oh, I feel like that's a whole insecurity, and he is just kind of like tapping out and making assumptions for no reason. Now, is this someone that I should let go of? Do I need to just not worry about it? Like, am I being played? Let me know what you guys think.
See, I can't be objective in this anymore.
Why?
I wish Demaris was here. We might have to redo this voicemail again on Patreon with Demaris.
Why?
Because the moment I hit play, she's be like, nah, no way she called in.
Who is that?
I'm not going to say her name.
I mean, we have the edit button.
All right, we came back in.
Yeah.
I can't be objective in this voicemail. If this is not the girl I think it is, they have the exact same fucking voice.
Yeah.
Even the way they say things. This has to be her.
But say that's not her. What advice do we have for her?
Nah, because I can't get out of my head that it could be her, and I'm a hater. Yeah, like, nah, leave him. I didn't even know you was talking to other people. That's crazy.
Yeah, that's wild. That's what.
Who'd you think?
And
once we end, you can't.
Yeah, nah.
You can't be with anyone
else.
And
then I'm definitely not giving you advice. Like, come on, I'm not that secure.
Of course not. I'm not gonna be objective here. He's not the right one for you.
Oh man,
this is wild. I don't know if this is good content or not, but that just blew my mind.
But
she subscribes to our Patreon?
Are we sure that's her though? I'm not even like we can't. It might not even be who you talking about.
I mean, we should keep all this because it's hilarious.
No, definitely keep it. But I don't think that's who you think it is. I can't see that. I can't see that.
Me either.
Or text her and ask. Like, yo, did you leave a?
Her and I haven't spoke in a really.
That's
long time.
why I don't believe that's who that's her. I don't believe that. No way, man. I just don't think that she would do that. That's like so far fetched. Like she might be like, yo, what are you talking about? There's no way she subscribes to the Patreon. She definitely.
Yo, this is just gonna be a funny segment because this is just how like corny dudes are. Random. Hope all is well.
No, you don't. You don't even hope all is well.
And you're living in your purpose.
I thought you were about to say living your dreams.
Oh, should I do that instead?
Yeah, I hope you're living your dreams. I hope your dreams.
I'm gonna try to sound better and say, I hope you're living within your purpose.
Living within your purpose is crazy. I hope you found your dreams.
Listen, man, Kendrick told us we gotta mature.
I don't think that's that girl, though, bro. I really don't. I can't see that.
Did you happen to call into the voicemail segment?
No.
Of our podcast?
No, man. No. I'm guaranteeing you that's not her. I guarantee you.
And this is, and why I fuck with this girl so much is she's such an asshole. Even if she did call in, she's gonna lie and clown me and be like, yo, you trying to fuck again? Like, no, I didn't.
Yeah.
This is your way to
trying to get back in,
to reconnect.
Yeah.
Because this is up there with like, tell your mom I said happy Thanksgiving.
Oh, when they text you.
Did you call into my podcast?
That's definitely not that girl. That's not even who I was thinking. Did she respond?
No, I just sent it.
Oh, okay.
All right. So what's your advice to not her?
Yeah, just let it go.
I'll try to be objective. I mean, if he's that close and you've been active in what you want to do here, I'd just let the shit go. Yeah, it's clear that he doesn't.
He don't want that.
And just come home.
Yeah. Wait, man, stop, man, because we don't even know if that's the same person, man. Stop, bro. Stop, just cut it out, man. That's not her.
Okay, but no, it says anonymous. I was trying to find the email.
Okay.
But it's completely anonymous.
And you know an email is crazy. You remember emails, like, off the top?
I mean, sometimes when you get blocked, you got to email them.
Well, that is true. That is true.
But why I'm not bugging is Peach also caught it and was like, nah, this sounds familiar.
I don't think that's her. I don't think that's her.
All right. Well, if not, sorry we gave no advice. This was just more of a...
No, we did. We gave advice.
You know where home is at?
Yeah. So, doors always open.
That's why you calling in.
She trying to get back.
Thank you for supporting the podcast.
Yeah, thank you. We appreciate that, for sure.
See, look at that. Even with my old joints, still supporting my dreams.
Yeah. That means you're a good guy.
We didn't end bad.
Yeah.
We were cool.
See, that's why it pays not to end bad.
Oh, yeah.
That relationship there.
That's the homie. Just,
y'all outgrew each other.
You're
changed,
full-blown father
you're changed
in
man.
a relationship. So,
there you go.
Just got to give a thumbs up and hope everyone's living within their purpose.
Yeah.
Next voicemail.
All right, I'm trying to make this fast, right? So I met this girl when I was 19 and she was 18. I'm 22 now, she's 21. All right, met her that summer, went on one date, and then she went off to school.
Okay. Sorry that I stopped this real quick and keep all this speech. She just replied, same to you. No, I didn't, but why do you ask?
So I told you that's not her. That's not her, man. I told you that. That's not her. Trust me, that's not her. It's not, bro.
Nah. Maybe we should reconnect then. Maybe that was a sign.
It was great. So
no, don't.
It's a joke.
Please don't.
We kept in contact, right? That next summer in 2022, we went on like 12, 13 dates, right? Like, keep in mind, we never kissed, want no sex, none of that. Because, I mean, we liked each other, but we didn't want to,
You went on 12, 13 dates and y'all didn't kiss? She don't like you. What girl are you going to go on a date with 12 times and not get a kiss? 12 times? 12 dates? We live together. You're like, 12 dates with somebody and you don't kiss them? That ain't, bro, there's no chemistry, there's no sexual...
You are saved as food.
Yeah, 12 dates? Are you going 12 dates? Yo, we have like, you have your toothbrush in my crib at that point. 12 dates?
I'm more on the side of one, but I feel you.
All right, I'm trying to make this fast, right? So I met this girl when I was 19 and she was 18. I'm 22 now, she's 21. All right, met her that summer, went on one date, and then she went off to school. But it was great. So we kept in contact, right? That next summer in 2022, we went on like 12, 13 dates, right? Like, keep in mind, we never kissed, want no sex, none of that. Because, I mean, we liked each other, but we didn't want to, complicate shit. So it's just, hey, we're just going to keep, going out having fun. All right, cool. Summer 2023.
You would have beat the first date if she let you.
Yeah, like, what are you talking about, fam?
We didn't want to complicate. Going on 13 dates and not wanting to complicate things.
I want my shit to be wild complicated.
No, it's complicated now. Why are we on 13 dates?
Yeah, like, and we ain't kissed yet. It's very complicated.
When she's back home, I don't see her because I'm in a relationship at this point. All right, cool. Don't see her. Now that I'm out of it, I saw her in August and we finally really confessed, like what's up between us. And we was on the same page. It's like, all right, cool. We both like each other. Great. And then we went out one more time before she went off again. And this time we finally at least broke like the kiss barrier. Like, we did that. Ooh. All right, cool. So now we have somewhat of an understanding when she graduates in May and comes home to Atlanta. We'll see what happens. I told her I'm not expecting nothing. We'll just try it out and see, right? So it's been a great little 3-year, long time coming, slow burn ass story. And I don't even have a question. I just want to say fuck y'all niggas because on the recent Patreon episode, y'all mentioned Florida State and made that shit sound insane. That's where she goes. So I was just like, wait, what you mean? That I didn't ask for a stomach ache, so...
I can assure you at college, she didn't go on one date.
He said, yo, I don't want no advice. I just want to say, fuck y'all. Fam, you went on 13 dates with this girl, got your first kiss on the 16th date.
And then brought up to college that she went to on our Patreon of like, yo, go down over there.
I can guarantee you, homie, that ain't when you taking her out and you ain't getting no kisses, guess what? She going right back to her campus and she kisses somebody else, fam.
Matter of fact, she's swiping for him to get into the cafeteria.
That's a fact. That's a fact. Homie, he's a friend. She probably likes him, and but he's a friend. Like she's not trying to, I guess, take it there with him.
I don't know, guys in the South like settle down early and care about.
Wait, was that the end of it?
Yeah,
he just
cut off. I mean,
okay, all right, cool.
Yeah, ended at 1:30.
Okay.
Guys in the South want to settle down early and all that shit. I will say this: if it does work out when she comes back in May, just try to keep out of your head her college career. If that's your queen and you guys waited and that's a beautiful story, I love that.
It sounds great.
Just know that maybe wasn't her style in the inner term of when she was away at school.
Yeah.
Like she's your queen now, bro.
Yeah,
you got her.
Press the delete button on all her her college years. Like just when you was dating, taking her to eat and all of that. Like
and when she does go to her reunion in 5 years and it's like, oh, babe, come with me. I want you to meet all my college friends. And you just start noticing shit.
Yeah.
Just hold it down. You signed up for this.
Just hold it down.
You signed up for this.
Yo, he said, fuck y'all, man. Like, cause y'all mentioned
and then when like one of her male friends is like, oh, like when y'all meet? And you say before college, and then he start adding shit up and goes, just hold it down.
Yeah.
When he started doing the math.
Well, I mean, he said that they had the conversation and they're on the same page now. They both like each other. So
he was also in a relationship though. So
is he?
He said he was after like their third.
Oh yeah.
He got
now
in a relationship
both,
and now
they're single. So
she was never not single.
No, yeah, she was never not single. She had somebody at the dorms
at state.
At the dorms waiting for her to get back. So call us back and let us know if y'all finally smacked some sugar again and if you smacked her ass. I don't know.
And I feel like college bodies don't count.
Shit. Come on, man. They count.
I'm 34.
I know how old you are. Like, don't lie to yourself.
If you dating a chick of age, there's no way you could be like, I wonder what she did in college.
Yeah,
it was a long time ago.
You not all right. First of all, you not.
I'm not saying like if the water polo team ran through her. I'm just saying.
Okay, all right. Let's keep it in perspective.
I'm just saying like. Of course, there's a line.
Yes. Like, okay. All right. That's all I was asking. That's all I was because you knew
and that
where
line
I was
is please. I hope the offensive line didn't run through you.
Yeah. As long as we keep it in perspective, like there are certain things we never overlooking. Never
caught some bodies in the 4 years you were in college.
Oh yeah.
I mean,
we know that's come on. I get that part, but I'm
not going to the reunion.
Yeah. If it's like the same guys that wear the same, Lettermans have the same story about you, then it's like, can't really take her too serious. But I'm glad you graduated.
If you walk into that 10-year reunion and they're like, "Damn, you settled down," and you sitting there like, "Well, why wouldn't she settle down? Why is that weird to you?"
She wasn't always settled.
Yeah, like I met her quite settled. I don't really understand what
a respectful.
What do you mean by
queen
that?
When I met her, like, not when I was in school with her. Like, we got a nickname for her.
I think now I need a settlement.
Yeah, that's a fact. But yeah, call us back and let us know if the relationship, went to. Is he even at first base? Yeah, he got a kiss. So let us know if y'all made it to second base.
I'm rooting for them.
Date number 27.
We'll be in Atlanta. In November.
Yes. Tickets available now, newrorymall.com. We will be in Toronto October 17th, Atlanta November 22nd, and then in New York City at the Gramercy Theater December 13th and December 14th.
That's around Thanksgiving time. Maybe she'll come home for Thanksgiving and he could bring her to the show. And we could like talk to them on stage.
That'd be fire.
Yeah.
That'd be date number what?
15,
Carry
I guess. Yeah. Solve for X.
I'm making him kiss in front of us. Fuck that. You gonna give him some sugar in front of me. This man done took you on 19 dates and he ain't get a kiss?
I mean, if the show goes good, maybe he'll be able to touch her titty that night. Who knows?
Oh man, that's too fast. That's gonna take another 12 dates.
What do you consider the bases?
So first base is her mouth. That's a kiss.
Like,
what?
You gotta add more context to that.
I said the kiss. That's the kiss.
Her mouth being first base. Is anal the second base? What the fuck is wrong with you?
That's a home run.
In the park home run.
Yeah, that's a grand slam. She let you throw it in her cake. That's a grand slam.
Her mouth being first base is fucking crazy. You fucking slut.
I meant the kiss, man. That's first base. Yeah. The anal being third is crazy because what's home at that point?
Pegging.
Holy shit. Oh, man.
All right, so first base would be kissing.
Yeah.
Making out, kissing. Like,
Yeah.
I never understood the bases.
Yeah, first base is a kiss. Second base is like,
Little hand-to-hand action.
Start grabbing the boobs, That's second. Third is when you start, at least, playing with the box a little bit.
That wouldn't be second base?
Second, playing with the box? Damn.
Yeah, because I thought third was like head. And then home run was fucking.
Third is when you, head is when you steal third. That's still in third. We get that.
Yeah. You know when Benny got in the pickle in Sandlot? That's when you get your ass licked. If you can outdo the pickle.
Oh, man. Yo. Oh, shit.
That's what James Earl Jones would want. Is what we're trying to say.
Oh, my God. Rest in peace, James Earl Jones. Man. My guy. Where we at, man?
Just knocked on his door.
Yo, shut up, man. He was blind, bro. They was scared. He had the dog back there. It was they were scared of the dog. They thought it was a killer. But I get that as a kid.
Back of the house. Like, there was probably a front door like that was on the street side.
You trying to ruin American classics, man. Shut up, bro.
Didn't they already do Sandlot 2 and ruin it?
I hope
I
not.
boycotted. I definitely didn't watch that shit.
I didn't see that. If they did, I definitely didn't watch Sandlot 2. I'm not watching that.
There was, and they put like a fucking Dalmatian on the front.
Oh, yeah. No. See, I'm good. I didn't watch that.
It's progressive liberal bullshit.
I'm cool.
I don't know how those two things tie together whatsoever, but this was fun.
Oh, had a great time. So the next time y'all hear us,
thank you
next time y'all see
London.
us. Oh, thank you. First of all, thank you.
You saw the most amazing show ever.
Thank you to everybody that came out to the London show. We appreciate y'all. We love y'all. We will be back soon. But yeah, thank you to the London Podcast Studio. Thank you to Kai for welcoming us while we're here, showing us love. And thank you to everybody in London, man. It was great. It was a good time. Great weather. The weather held up this time for us. And by the time y'all hearing us and seeing us, we will be back in New York City.
Yeah.
So let's head home, man. Bring us on home.
See, now I'm nervous that
Don't touch my ass though, but just bring us home.
You're not Benny the Jet. That's why. That was his name, right?
Yeah.
You ain't put on the crisp chucks just to outrun a dog for no reason.
Oh, man.
Who really thinks Babe Ruth signed that ball?
Yo, stop, man. Stop. You always get weird and start ruining the classics for us, man.
I mean, he was an awful stepfather to begin with.
What is it?
Peace.
No, Rory and Ma.